Hello everybody, it's the Swedish Traveler here. How you doing? How's it hanging? And in this video I want to talk about my time in Poland. And I say Poland because I was in both Krakow and going to Auschwitz-Birkenau, which was on my bucket list. Third item from my bucket list. And it was my first time in Krakow as well. I had an apartment for myself, at least relatively close to Old Town. So just first afternoon I just stroll up to Old Town, which I must admit was very interesting. For some reason I do like old towns, old squares, since it has some history to it. And the city itself, I must admit, is quite interesting too. It does have a lot more than just Old Town. I will probably go back, since there's a lot more of Krakow and Poland itself that I do want to explore. And of course someday I'm gonna head back to Warsaw, but that's a whole other topic. And sorry if I'm snorting a lot. I do still have some effects of dehydration, and dehydration just makes me produce a lot of boogers. But and here's the thing that I haven't really mentioned in other videos. Food. As for me, when I find a place which is relatively close and decent enough, I will just go there. And which in a way is kind of sad too, because I didn't really explore the local food, which I should probably do, or well, probably I should do, but sadly enough I didn't do it. But the reason I went to Krakow was going to Auschwitz-Birkenau, and as I said, it was on my bucket list. And I must say, going there was quite surreal in that sense. I took an early train going to going to another city which I sadly can't pronounce, and name totally. And then walking to at least Auschwitz, and at least I think I arrived there about 11:30, and the whole setup is you can go on guided tours till 4 o'clock, and if you wait till 4 o'clock, you can go and have a free tour, just walking around yourself. And the reason I know that, because they told me that when I arrived at 11:30, and I didn't want to wait 4.5 hours to go in there by myself, so I got a guided tour, and which in a way was very interesting as well, because hearing everything, what's going on, hearing the context of it all, made it more surreal, I must admit. Hearing about the Wall of Death, for example, that they just lined up people and shot them all. Hearing about that they had roll call and everyone had to be accounted for. And just hearing the history of it all, made it very surreal. And then taking the shuttle bus to Birkenau, which the famous train station. You have probably seen a lot of photos about the entrance to the train station and everything. Seeing that in person, I must admit, was really also very surreal. And then hearing the history of that place too, hearing about, well, having a huge train going directly into the gas chambers, for example. It was very surreal, and of course I totally recommend going there too, just for the sake of it. So I totally recommend going to Poland as a whole as well. Totally recommend going to Auschwitz, going to Krakow, and if you have ever been there, you can comment below, you can like and subscribe, and if you want to support the channel, you can buy some merch in the merch shop down below. Otherwise, peace out.